Mic check. Mic check 1, 2. We should be up. Although it should only be showing my image right now. Superpower 2. Hey, it's Mr. Carbohydrate, a veteran of Discord. Finish Shager has joined. So the reason why I'm starting with this splash screen is because I want to actually show the Superpower 2 like opening cinematic. To me, it's, I don't know, maybe nostalgic, but I think it's really good. I kind of miss those old cinematics back in like the early 2000s, in the late 90s, when so much work was going on to rather crude CGI. I mean, nothing that would blow you out of the water, but I mean, back then it was obviously like top-notch technology, but I think a lot of work went into the CGI for these kind of things. So let me just make sure the volumes. I actually have no sense of what the volume level will be. It might be too low because I did turn it down. Anyway, hello to Elena. Ooh, wow, I haven't seen Elena in a long time. We also have Drozes. Interesting name. Probably is Droz JJJJ or one too many J's. Anyway, so let's start this game up and let me quickly switch. Hopefully this worked. Please capture the game. Please capture it. It's working. It's working, by golly, it's working. Okay, so let's kind of let Eric shut his mouth for a second, and we will let the game tell its story. Hi, Leandro.
Position isn't shared by all. This is why we have no choice but to continue the occupation of Japan, and we will consider any direct or indirect action taken against us to be a declaration of war.
That's it, Superpower 2! Hooray! Cheers! Ah. So I don't know why I kind of enjoy those. Maybe because I just click out of every cinematic I ever see nowadays. I don't even give games a chance, probably. Maybe they just don't have them anymore. I don't know, do they? So, Superpower 2, what is this game? Just in case you're completely unfamiliar. I don't think you are, because a lot of the people who are probably interested in seeing this stream are probably interested in seeing it because they know this game. Anyways, Superpower 2, this is me moving the world map. This is the world map. It's a geopolitical simulator. That's what I would call it first and foremost. It's by Golem Labs. They made, probably most notably, they're famous for making The Guild. They made, I don't know actually if they made the original Guild, but they made the Guild 3 remake, or reboot of the series. Anyway, this is basically a game where you pick a country and then they try to make it so you're managing all the important aspects of that country, from politics to economics to military. Now, because it's a game, it's just far from perfect. In fact, every attempt I've seen at any kind of geopolitical simulation, we had Democracy 3 did a lot more from the economic standpoint, I would say. It was pretty fun. There's what's the one that Sabouts always talks about? Geopolitical. Is his? I think it's actually just called Geopolitical Simulator. So it's pretty good. I think there's a lot of bugs in that one. Not that there isn't a lot of bugs in this. In fact, I'm playing vanilla, which is almost coming from a person, Tortuga, who doesn't like mods. I think that this one is actually a game you have to mod, because the default AI is just pretty stupid. It makes it very difficult to get a good game going because the AI won't build anything but infantry, for example. And I started to look into some of the mods. I don't know if this window is going to pop up over the screen. I'm pulling up my internet browser now. So I was looking at this God_43 mod. There's Mr. Mondays. He's been a famous, like a huge highlight, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, a huge feature maybe of the Superpower 2 mod community. A big presence. He's done a lot of work. Ball Install asks, who are you playing, Tortuga? Mr. Carbohydrate mentioned Supreme Ruler. Yeah, so there's... gosh, what was the guy's name who took over as Djibouti? Because Ball Install is referencing him. I haven't seen any videos from him lately. I actually used to be subscribed to him, but I'm not. Anyway, let's just jump into the game itself a little bit so that at least we can see some fun windows if anybody jumps on and they're kind of get curious about what I'm doing. Who will I play as? Actually, this is the first question we have to solve together. I really like playing as the United States because they're so damn powerful. You can just do whatever the hell you want. Yes, Ballenstad said Comrade. It's not quite Comrade. It's something like that, right? Yeah. That was very good, though. It's Comrade something, right? Ethan Mason said, I used to play this game years ago when I first got a computer, since it was the only thing I could run. Leandro's asking what nation we should play as. So normally I'm like, I want to play as a really powerful nation. And my goal as the US, it's not that I make the game particularly easy for myself, is to take over the entire world. Now, this game has a very interesting way of playing. Yeah, somebody asked what nations can you play as. You can play as any nation. So I can play as like any nation I want. This is by profile, but if I want, I can just go to L. I think there's 130 UN recognized nations that you can play as. And now the rebels you cannot play as. That's the only nation you will instantly lose as if you play, because this is a nation which, and honestly, it should be a rebel nation for every nation. There should be like Qatar and Qatar rebels, but I don't think this game was programmed that way. So you can actually have rebels in different countries. They're all united. But yeah, I mean, you can play as Uzbekistan if we want, Vietnam, Syria, Sierra Leone. Well, one interesting nation I thought of playing as would be Israel, because they're kind of surrounded by a lot of not great areas. I think their military's high. This is probably high, and yeah, but their economic situation is not amazing. So Israel's pretty interesting just because it's surrounded by potential foes. That's one idea I had for this playthrough. I have to say, I've never played as Israel. I played as like a few of the nations. Mostly, like 80% of my playthroughs is as the United States, just because it's really fun for me to get. I like the economic side, and it's fun for me to get the U.S. out of their enormous debt. They have like, the $1 trillion debt, so it's fun to economically try to recover. So the game map is a globe. It's one of the few games where you don't play on a flat map. So we actually have all distances are correct. Now, not that the pathfinding does a great job. There's the moon going around. See the moon? Where'd she go? There she is. There's the moon. Here she comes again. So yeah, they actually tried to model the world correctly. It's interesting. Okay, so make Serbia Yugoslavia again is one interesting choice. Israel. A few people seem to be happy with the Commissar Bro. Thank you, Lethrington. He did play as Djibouti a lot, but he's one of the other people who plays Superpower 2 or used to. Leandro says, it's my first time seeing the game, so go for the US and show us your best. Well, who cares about me showing my best? I think I can do Israel reasonably well. It's been a while. The economic system is a little... It's pretty gamey. The Netherlands, we have Sweden. Of course, Captain Rabbit comes in as Sweden. Most people are just recommending their own country of origin. Oh, I have a visitor. Go for Spain and retake South America. That's an interesting choice too. I think Spain in this game is just in terrible shape though. Economically. Let's look for them and see how we can get to them. So we'll probably reduce the military a bit. Let's give them a little bit of... oh, the politics will be low. Probably. Okay, I want to cancel this. Go by profile. Give me all countries. So I can do Spain this way, but I want to see what Spain's profile is like. Well, I mean, I could just play as Spain for like 10 seconds. And then... Nah, it didn't work. And see what their relative strengths are. So how will we get Spain? What do you think? Military there? I don't know, man. Spain should be like kind of like this, in my opinion. Maybe lower military, higher economy. I don't think they have like amazing political stability. They have like all these fraction groups. We've gotten to... Oh, so we're probably a little bit too low on all these things. Let's just boost it by a little bit because we're getting eastern countries. Okay, we're getting closer. We have Mexico in there, so let's go a little bit higher. Got Switzerland, Belgium, Finland. We should just about be there. Okay, so which one of these do we... Economy is medium, thank you. We'll lower the economy, we'll see what happens. Do we get Spain? We don't. We've gone too far probably because we're getting Jordan. No, I think Spain has a different balance. I think it might be political. It's a guessing game. Ah! Okay, I've missed it. Which one was it? The higher political? Is that how I got it? No. Higher. What? It's impossible. I can't have this. This is impossible. You know what? And the one thing I actually don't... You know what? Okay, let's just settle this. We're going to play as the United States. Because I know the United States. It's the United States, in my opinion, or Israel. Spain has a decent army, if I recall correctly. That's kind of a surprise to me. Lethtertine says the UI is wonderful. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not. The one thing I think it's pretty cool that you can at least sort by country profile this way, but I would like to see an ability to select a country and see what they are. Yeah, Lethtertine says, okay, let's do Israel. I'm okay with Israel, which means just tank our economy. It's interesting. Let me just compare the difference between Israel and the United States. So we look here, we have like, let's call this 90%, 92%, and maybe 80%. Then let's go to the US, who is, okay, 100 and 100, and then 90. Okay, I like it. So the problem with their base game is every country eventually reaches autarky, which is complete self-dependence, complete independence from any other nation on a need-based system. So there's a really weird mechanic where you're trying to grow. I don't know how to say it, but basically your only income. There's a mod I really thought about getting, which creates an infinite market, unsatisfiable market or something like this. I don't know the word. Anyway, but this means that at least countries don't reach autarky. Because I don't like that. I don't like what eventually, like, basically 15 years in, you already have countries in autarky. So what we could do is I should have probably tested this game first, but okay, let's just do it as Israel. Let's do it as Israel. This will be fun. Let's start the game. Let's get it going. Let me just pause the game because there's a lot of stuff we're going to do. Let's turn to Empire mode and see who our allies are, and I believe it's very few. Yes. And if we go to diplomatic relations, we are not particularly well loved in the Middle East. Go figure. So the first thing I'm going to do is game the system a bit. Well, I have to game the system in basically every way. Put our military budget over here, our economic budget on the bottom left, and put politics on the top left. Just kind of get things the way I like it. Messages down here. And our other messages right here. Good. Now let's try to take a look at Israel. I haven't actually seen anything about them, so this will be interesting. First thing we're going to do is make Hebrew a legal language, not an official one. And we're going to see where things go from there. Hebrew is no longer our official language. I'm sorry, Israelis everywhere. Right now we have kind of a basic... This is the basic way of doing it. Okay, reconnection successful. Hello, hello. We have some people reporting it's back, but I'm getting a red as far as connectivity goes. So it looks like I might be having some internet issues. Anyway, the world really likes us, doesn't it? As soon as I select our country, which is actually kind of hard to select. Come on. Come on, select Israel. There we go. Tortuga is playing as Israel. Very good. Okay, so it says I have like pretty bad connectivity here, even though it's streaming. What the hell? 6,000 kilobytes per second. I don't think we need that for this game. It should be 3,000. I have it here set to 3,000 bitrate, but... Okay. Seems like it's back. Resolutions at 140p or something. Yeah, alright, well, let's just wait for the stream to kind of catch up, but in the meantime, I'll just start talking about what do we want to do. So what I want to do for our economy is I want to raise personal income tax to 80% or so, maybe 70%. Usually I like playing as the United States because then I can tell everyone if you're, you know, for lack of government interference. It's unfortunate because I have that we had like 30 something people watching, and then with this stream drop it seems to have dropped down below 20, but that's okay. Anyways, I really like doing this as the United States because 70% or 65% personal income tax is like just the people in the US cannot imagine it. It just seems unbelievable. Like you can't think about 65% personal income tax. People already complain it's high, so imagine if it was like that. But that's going to be the first thing we do. Northfield Stratford says a militaristic Djibouti would be great. Yeah, I think Commissar Bro did do that. So I just want to watch our approval rating kind of plummet. You know what? I'm going to go to 60... I'm going to go to 70. We can hit F1 to look at anything. Let's see. The higher you tax your population, the more it'll expect you to spend on healthcare, education, infrastructure, and telecom. Well, we do plan to definitely increase our economy. So Yeah, so 70, somebody said 75. I think 70 is about what I'm going to do. Note that this is a game. It's not necessarily reflective of my viewpoint on how you'd fix the economy. The economy in the model in this game, I think, is just not working quite right. Anyway, what I'm going to try to do is boost our economy. So we're going to do this, and 87% goes down to 43%. It's not too surprising. It's not too terrible. We want to increase our stability as well. Let's see how we do that. It is influenced by the country's ability to meet its resource needs, the human development level, and the GDP per capita. A country's religions and languages distribution also affects stability. We obviously have a problem with this. We have Arab and English as two, close to 50%. So I really want to make one of those the official one, probably English, because I think my relationships with people who speak English will go up. And honestly, I'm not going to win over many friends in the Arab world already. What else? Stability, corruptions, or a country's stability also decreases whenever a battle takes place. That makes sense. Being the target of a successful assassination attempt or terrorist attack obviously lowers that. Stability influences its human development level, approval rating, migration rate, birth rate, tourism income. Okay, so let's just go to the budget now. Now that we've impacted the budget in like the most drastic way, we can do a few things to kind of boost. Whoops, not that. We won't declare martial law. Things haven't gotten to that point quite yet. Let's go back over here and make Judaism our official religion. And I'm kind of surprised that it isn't already. And then let's go and make this legal, but not the official one. And let's see what this does to our approval. 43.4 is now up to 48.5. So this is already a huge change. Just making these few changes. Basically, the people like the fact that their religion, 80% of the people like the fact that their religion is now the official one. I eventually want to make this just legal again, but for now I could use the approval, so we'll keep it there. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to go up to 75. It's brutal, but... Ugh. Well, okay, 44. Good, we're back. Back to something terrible. Okay, stream's working, good. Let's go to the treaties. I don't think this is a large part of our budget as is right now. Let's just see what kind of impact it has on our budget. Okay, so treaties right now, diplomacy is only costing us 71 million. That's just pennies. I mean, you can see our deficit is 4 billion a year. Let's call it 5 billion a year. Let's immediately start getting some stuff. So it looks like foreign aid is down to 0. That makes sense, because propaganda is unfortunately already low. That's one of the first things I like to lower. And we're just going to have to increase infrastructure. There's no way around it. I'll reduce research for a while. And I don't want to reduce... I can reduce government a bit. -3. This is going to be a difficult country to play as, I have to say. I think healthcare is going to have to come down. It's pretty expensive. Education I want high. Environment, let's see. Gosh, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, let's make these changes, because I believe that somehow we've lowered the budget a little bit. Yeah. Odegon Y says just get the US to pay off your debt. We can propose such a treaty. So if I go to the right click on the US, click treaty, assume my debt. Do it, do it, do it. They refused. So it would have been nice. Finnish Jaeger asked when I'll play as Finland. All in due time. So that treaty didn't work, but that's okay. This, I have to say, this is a lot less trivial than my game as the United States. It was so easy as the United States. I wanted to show off my A game, and now I'm not sure how I'm going to balance our budget here. Well, maybe my personal income tax hasn't taken effect yet. Let's go to a little bit of time. Has personal income tax taken effect yet? I think it maybe has, unfortunately. Relationship of 70 will do it, he says, and we're at 54. Well, let's send some scantily clad women over to the US. Think we can influence relationships with them. No. Quick treaty. What about We need a cultural exchange. They refused. Well, that's just not nice, US. What about economic partnership? Ah, it worked. Fantastic. Human development collaboration. Yes, fantastic. What else? Finisher says he can confirm that improves relations. I believe in reference to my sending a harem of women over. Noble cause. Don't really care about that, but it sounds like it might. Yes, it's positively affected. Very good. Do it. Damn it. All the ones that will improve our relationships, they aren't doing. I think we get better just over time anyway. So economic aid. Can they send me economic aid? Probably not. This is what Israel does anyway, right? They just ask the US for stuff. Research partnership would be great. I don't mean to sound demeaning, I don't know any better, but it's what I would do if I was anybody but the US. Just get the US to pay off your debt. And that's our goal. That's the platform my particular party's running on. Get the US to do everything for us. Okay, well, let's see what kind of stuff if all this is just useless. Yeah, I don't... This is going to be definitely more challenging, but we're going to just eat it, and we're going to just improve a lot of things, hoping that this pays dividends in the long run. Corruption is not costing us a lot, so we'll reduce government spending a fair amount to try to offset some of the new increases. Yeah, but the 2 propaganda and foreign aid already being at 0 makes it difficult. I guess we can always just raise personal income tax even more. Why not? Okay, that helped. Helped a bit. People don't really like us, but you know what? They don't need to like us. They just need to dislike us less than they dislike all the angry mobs of other countries surrounding us. Ethan Mason says, when I started the game, I would sell a part of my land to the US for a couple trillion and ruin their economy. Oh, that does remind me. I mean, there's absolutely one thing I can do, which is sell technology. I don't know what kind of technology we have, so let's go to the military and start looking at this stuff. We're ranked 38th in terms of infantry, 6th in terms of land vehicles, 10th in terms of air assets, and 28th in terms of Navy, which I'm kind of surprised we're even that high. And this is one thing I usually do, is get everyone to merge into one. And then everyone sleeps in the same unit. It's not quite what I meant to say, but... Also, let's take a look at the things we have for sale. I usually don't want these to be for sale, because I like... Oh, especially Merkavas. We're not selling those Merkavas. So I'm going to disallow these all being for sale. That should have been... Should have canceled their items. I don't know what's going on. Let's maybe advance time a little bit. Still working? Okay, parked, ready to deploy. Very good. So ready to deploy, let's deploy them all to the capital. Let's deploy you to the capital. And let's deploy you, well, we can't deploy you to the capital, but let's just deploy you here, and then I'll get you to merge with that one, get you to merge with that one. I want to consolidate all my elements so I can see exactly what we have. In my opinion, that's fun. So let's look at our research now. Research. What kind of stuff do we have? Let's not focus too much on strategic. We don't need very long-range nukes to reach a lot of the targets we would be interested in reaching anyway. Not saying we're going to go that direction, but let's reduce naval spending. We don't really need that much naval. and we're not doing that great in terms of ground or air. I think we're going to push more towards ground than air. So let's reduce these again. Something like this is what I think would make sense. Although our research has been cut because, yeah, can't afford it. Now, what are the things we want to research? I'm just going to leave everything on generic right now, but this is kind of like, for those of you who see the rule of waves, for those of you familiar with the rule of waves research menu, somebody mentioned this. Was it? I can't remember who. Somebody was saying that this is kind of has the rule of waves type research menu. It's not. I mean, it's not random. You have a very fixed progression, a number of points, research points per day or whatever, that move towards the number you need to get to the next level. Anyways, it's pretty cool that you control all this. Well, we, for now, with this pretty negative budget, and we're going to decrease interest rates a little bit more, because that's how you increase inflation. We want inflation around 3%. This should spur the economy, basically. Let's go down to 1%. Okay, so what do we want? We want to just increase everything in the budget up here. Really, infrastructure is like the first one I go to. I'm going to bank on us making money to bring back all these expensive changes eventually. We want telecom as well. Telecom is pretty cheap. Let's boost that quite a lot. Government spending is down. I'm just hoping that the corruption doesn't get too high. 18.9, we're doing all right there. You will regret this, cutting funding to air, says Wargames. He wanted me to deploy the F-16s. Israel Prime Minister, the entire military sleeps together. Yeah. Merge those two as well. And then what I'm going to do is actually, and this is weird, I know, I'm going to sell most of my Navy. I'm going to sell most of my Army. I'm going to sell almost everything. Which doesn't make sense, but the best thing about selling your militaries, it goes onto an even lower maintenance cost mode, and that is glorious. And then, yeah, sure, we'll take some hits. I mean, we'll lose some stuff, but I don't care. Let's speed up time a little bit. Oh, see, and now the AI, I think I already mentioned, it's not very good at building anything but infantry. So you just get tons and tons and tons of infantry against you, but that's alright. I mean, you can counter that if you want, but it's just annoying. Eventually you just don't have any reason. Like, nobody has Navy. I used to use this mod too. It was a really nice mod that forced you to have military Navy close to any place where your land forces were amphibiously landing. So I don't do that anymore, but this is our military, right? 44, 14, 700. Yep, looks like it. Wait, no, this is not it. Do we not deploy some land elements or something? Yeah, we have several here that did not deploy for some reason. Okay, now can we... Are those all of it now? Damn it, gotta zoom in, move you away. Wish that they would just merge. Okay, that's the main one. So it's kind of crazy that they actually model all the highways and stuff. Pretty insane. Where is our $3 billion of our military funding from the USA? At Wargames asks. It's a good question. Where is it, indeed? Big question is our relationship with the US going up? And it is. Other question might be minor, but is our relationship with Syria going down? -70. I mean, it can't really get much worse. Let's start, maybe making some friends here. You, whatever your name is. Why don't we have a cultural exchange? Okay, well, why don't we have a economic partnership? Sweet. Why don't we have a human development collaboration? Okay, and why don't we have... Assume my debt? No, I don't think they'll do that quite yet, but... Noble cause. I don't think they'll accept this one. Okay. keep going for some of the other ones. What about a research partnership? Would you like to join a research partnership? You would not. Well, that's fine. So gutting is hurting your relationship growth with the world. Foreign aid impacts your relationship with every other nation in the game based on how much you fund it relative to the center line in the budget screen. Yeah, the thing is, it started cut already. I have noticed that, by the way. You're absolutely right. So Otagon Y, obviously a veteran of this game, knows his stuff. So let's go ahead and, now that all this is merged, what I want to do is go to my list of units. Not as Italy. There. Let's go and let's just go ahead and select everything, which could take a while. We're going to sell it and then unsell it. And then sell it again. So when you sell it, it all combines into one nice unit. So we know exactly how many units we have, which is nice. Hey, we're making progress, right? Our economic health is maybe higher? I don't remember what it was. Is stability higher? Who knows? We won't sell our personnel because I don't think it makes sense to do that, but sell this. Sell it again. Now it should merge with all the other stuff. So now we shouldn't have any two units alike. Yeah. So I think it... Note the game never registers this as latitude and longitude. Wasn't that smart, I guess. But the C units, we can get rid of these. I'm just going to sell them directly. Actually, you know what? So let's do this grand plan I had, which is just to sell everything. And it'll be a nice decrease on our budget. Will people actually buy them? I hope not in some ways, because I like having stuff. That's a lot of clicking. Okay, so let's sell. All right, good. So now their upkeep, if you look, upkeep goes from 7.9 to just 0.79, decreases it by a factor of 10. So at least our military upkeep should be a lot less. Let's see how the budget is doing now. Better, maybe? Unit upkeep has been reduced by, I assume, like a factor of 10. Yeah, look at that. Our surplus budget is like almost... Our military budget is so high. It was like 3 billion. We have a lot of debt, though. And we pay 10% of this debt, I think, per year. So we want to decrease that debt. How do we do that? We go to the people. You have not given enough. We ask, you give it all. In fact, I'm not so insane I would ever go up to 90%. I mean, what do they think I am, a monster? But yeah, we'll go up to 89%. And now we're so close to getting there. So close, and then the dream is true. We'll have a positive balance, and that will slowly... Wow, that's... I didn't know how somehow we got 40 billion in debt. Which, I mean, if you're the United States, is nothing. But hey, yeah, by the way, speaking of, the United States, their relationships aren't going up with us fast enough. So, what else can we do? This is mainly what I do, is stare at the budget and make little things. And by the way, I don't think we can really do a lot with the resource situation here, although I usually like to manipulate this if I'm in the United States. Let's make drugs legal and just tax them a lot. It won't really do much, but you know, any little bit counts. Tobacco we don't care about, so let's just raise this to 20%. I don't usually care about a lot of these things. So what we're looking at here is our trade deficit. We talked about this in the news lately. There was this talk about the U.S. being in a trade deficit with China, or we're back, I think. Antagony says the debt collectors stripped the entire Israeli telecom network to cover the bills. Yeah, so we're having some issues, obviously, with the stream, which is really unfortunate. I don't know where they'd be coming from, besides my cable internet provider, most likely. Unfortunately. I don't have anything else running. So that's the only source of the problem. Well, could it be... Okay. I wish I... Can I close Steam while I'm running this game? This may backfire. I don't know if it will work or not. Let's exit. Oh, no, no, no. Cancel. Oh, God. Okay. Da 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 da. Stand by for technical difficulties. And we're back. Just pretend that didn't happen. And hey, we're gonna load up as the U.S. I'm gonna do it just because I think it'll be a little bit easier to showcase my knowledge of the game. Okay, I don't have to. We'll take a new vote. I don't. Wait, the autosave. Autosave. Autosave will have saved us. So this was basically, I have autosave every 15 minutes, and this is exactly 15 minutes ago, so no point in actually going back to that. Yeah, Steam always closes the game with it. That's a problem. I wish that, because Steam was actually downloading something, I could have just stopped it, but I thought maybe, well, I thought wrong. I done messed up. Let's not try to sugarcoat it. Is Tortuga playing as Italy? No, not this time. So we do have this game, but it's 15 minutes old, so it's not going to be useful to play. Let's just look at another custom game. That's what I would say. Let's just do it. I know the US. I think we can have a lot of fun with it. We're going to do it. What I'm going to do, though, after this is I'm going to install the mod. And this is the question I was going to ask, is for those of you who are knowledgeable in this game, do you know what mod is best? I was looking at the God 43 mod. It's the one I was targeting, at least. But I'm not sure if... Actually, I think we can do it this way. Let's cancel this to cancel all this movement. Let's just sell everything and then redeploy it. I think we can just do it that way. Like, cancel, park. Okay, let's select every unit in military now. So even why does the military not come up with a thing? It should be obviously completely full for the for the US. They are a leader. So we're just gonna take everything. This will take a moment. I'll look at the stream chat while we're going. Hopefully we don't have any other things. Maybe the game was protesting against me playing as Israel. Maybe I was being cyber attacked for my choice. Who knows? This may take a moment. We're only getting through the A's. The US does have a lot of military. Look at those F-117 Nighthawks. 121 million each. That actually seems cheaper than I thought. The Kyoto Warriors, great scout helicopters. Apaches, of course, 15 million. You pay for it. Oh, our ballistic missile submarines, the Ohio class. And what we sell here, we can always, if people actually do buy it, we can always buy it back, or like to build new ones, better ones. Got military aircraft there. The Raptor, yeah, we'll sell it. We'll sell everything. So countries will buy your goods. This is the only way the AI ever gets new stuff, is by buying stuff from the market. So what I end up doing in the really late game is, that's a lot of military. Can we, I don't think you can sell infantry though. Let's skip the infantry. Just merge the infantry. So what I end up doing in the late game is having like two models of things I produce. I produce something which I am very good at killing, that I counter very well, and then I produce it to sell. Because I want to give the military of other nations something besides infantry. And sometimes they do buy it. I don't even know if they deploy it. I probably haven't played long enough to discover that. But as I already said, the best way to get around this is just to have a mod which fixes this. And I think God 43 has a pretty good one. So anyways, let me know in the comments which mods are good to use. Why are we still using M60s? Starfighters or something like that? Stargazers? I don't know. We will definitely... Well, those will not leave the sell category. Now, I say that, but the way the game models combat, it's actually nice to have meat shields. If you have expensive units only, they'll just be destroyed. It's the military. The combat is not very well modeled. It's not realistic, for sure. You know, your M1A2 tanks can be lost to, like, I don't know, like Bradleys, or not Bradleys, but like LAV 41s or something. You know, just stuff that it shouldn't die to. Your Apache helicopters can die to the same kind of stuff, just like transport helicopters can take out attack helicopters. It's possible for these things to happen. I'm not saying it's like not... It's not impossible, but it's just very unlikely. It shouldn't happen as often as it does. Okay, yay team, we got all the way to the bottom. Sell, look at all this adjustment going on. They're all combining. Okay, good, this is good. Let's do it again. So they're all ready to deploy. And our list is a lot shorter. What do you know? Now let's sell them again. I don't know where we're at in terms of selling or not selling. Everyone who's not selling, we want to sell. Because again, this is such an increase to our budget. So, do they know what they're doing? I don't know. These should all just be infantry now. Yeah, so we will merge all of these into our capital. Damn it, I have to do this the hard way, don't I? Everyone go to the capital. Just put them all there, so it's one big clump. Now, I've neglected already a lot of the stuff that I should be doing first. It's going to be a little bit of the same. We're going to do a little bit of the crashing of everything, since I'm going to force everyone to pay a lot more taxes. So this is the beautiful thing to me. This is like the moment of joy I have is when you have the American people suddenly over double their tax. Alright, let me catch up on the comments here. M60 Starships, Frosty said, thank you. M60 Patents, says Antagony. I think it is M60 Starships, but I can't remember. It might be that A1 is the Starship? Who knows? So mods, let's just see if anybody suggested any mods. AI mod, yeah, I mean the AI needs to be modded. Oh, go offline in Steam, it'll stop downloading, I think. Let me do that real fast, that's a good idea. Go offline. I have to restart? No, don't go. We already messed with this. Yeah, anyway, it shouldn't be downloading anything else anymore. Hopefully that fixes the connection. A1s and A3s are just regular patents, says Strategia. M60A2s are the Starships. Wow, very specific. And Strategia showing his depth of knowledge. So again, with the things going to autarky, the best thing we can do is, well, the first thing I want to do is mess with our budget a bit. We can take propaganda down to nothing. It's useless to us. We'll put foreign aid to something, well, let me just cancel this, do not apply, and go back. I think we'll leave foreign aid where it is, but we just want to decrease propaganda. Our unit upkeep was probably $1 billion, and now it's, I mean $1 trillion, now it's 100, I mean, maybe it wasn't. Is this not updated yet? It should be updated. Unit upkeep should be much, much less than it was. Research we're going to drop down for a little while, just because we need the budget. Government we're going to drop down a bit. Government spending too much anyway, right? Infrastructure we're going to increase as always. And now we are going to do the unthinkable in terms of the American... What is this? I'm not going to 80%. I'm not a monster. I already used this line. Oh, wow. That is some approval. Woo! That is some approval. Oh, boy. Advisor warning. Political. Your population is turning on you. Guys, it's not so bad. Look. I'm going to make English the official language, which I'm pretty sure it already is, but anyway. Now will you love me? 12%. We're getting there. I will increase education. Now will you love me? 13%. We're getting up there. Okay, we can work with this though. We can do this. I think. Okay, research, I think we're going to go down a little bit more. It's not going to save us much, but where do we go to get people happy? I think infrastructure pleases the population, and I really like having strong infrastructure, so we're going to go higher on that. 13.5. Environment. Funding in the green zone on the right means funding the department more than normal. Okay, I know that. I need to look at the environment, sorry. Reduces the probability of environmental catastrophes. Doesn't really, I don't think. You still get them. Increases production of resources of the primary sector and pleases the population. Okay, sounds good to me. Sounds like it'll eventually net us a gain. Healthcare increases human development level, lowers the death rate, and pleases the population. Those are not important. We actually can cut that. Just because I want to get out of debt faster. Not going to help. So we're down to 13.3 again. Telecom improves the accuracy of... That actually doesn't do what I thought it did. Is it education I really want? Resource production and the service categories. We'll increase it a bit. Okay, good. So it's amazing. This is the greatest America. We're making America great again. It's great success, huge success, really, this program. The advisors, they've all been very good, very, very good advisors, and we will make America great again by selling our military. Haha! They didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming, but here it is. So 2.8 billion for these Blackhawks. No, sir, I say. Not on my watch. Okay, great. So we've done a lot of selling of stuff. That's great. We'll see what actually even survives. Who cares? Move on. Woo! No Name says we will make America great again. And by the way, I don't mean to disparage. I'm making obvious ties to the mannerisms or the speakerisms, his Trump's speech mannerisms. But I think that they're kind of catchy in this weird way, right? We make fun of them because we like to say them because they're entertaining. So yeah, I mean they're not. Okay, there my people go. A little bit. Anyway, you know, as long as you can make fun of things in like a we lost one, a lighthearted way. I mean, as long as everyone can enjoy that. But there's no serious criticism underlying my playful comments. Look at our approval ratings already to 14.6. We're gonna make it, guys. We are going to make it. Why is our economic health so bad? I have some questions about that. But so for resources, because I don't have the great mod, which I should have installed, what we can see is we're like, there's a trade-off here. If you tax these industries in a normal world, it reduces their growth, and then you can't expect them to grow as quickly as somebody else who doesn't tax them as high. So basically the remaining market share you'll lose. However, in this game, because everyone eventually reaches autarky, you have this trade-off between taxing them before everyone reaches autarky, which slows down. I mean, it basically speeds up the rate at which you will become only self-dependent and not trading with other people. So you just have to ask yourself, do you want to trade for longer, or do you, since we're already basically relying on, I might as well just tax the just absolute crap out of these and make money while I can. And then eventually we'll just get to autarky anyway. In fact, I just want a global tax mod. Let's put all these to 20%. And I'm just going to tax the crap out of everything. Now, unfortunately, one of the downsides of taxing everything is that you get less resources. So wherever I have an imbalance, it means that somebody... So the imbalance is what creates... This is demand, which creates supply. People improve their industry to satisfy demand. But it means that we will have a shortage of resources, but it'll be minor, right? So let's put these guys at 20 as well. Let's just put everyone to 20. Is this the right way of playing? I don't know. Probably Oregony or whatever his name was knows how to do this better. But I found that this way is successful. I've tried it multiple different ways. I've tried like first not taxing these so they grow, but then when you reach autarky you're like, well, that was a waste. They grew and then I didn't make any money off of them because they just decreased again when other nations grew to match. The right way of playing is changing your form of government every 2 years. Yeah, Autogony just says you can just use global tax mod. I do want all my things taxed at the same rate, though. That's why I'm being very particular about this. Everything gets 20%. And then what I'll do is, as I see a need or whatever, I can lower things from 20% as I see fit. But basically it means that the minimum they'll be taxed will probably be like 10%. And we will make drugs legal because it is a game. And this game doesn't have any serious negative effects for making drugs legal, so illegal. We'll do it. And this is just going to speed our path to freeing the debt. Legal. Now, drugs are going to get 30% tax, though. Now, 10%. Okay, good. So we'll make a little bit of money on this at first, but then eventually we won't. And that's fine. So the people are turning on us. That's just absolutely normal. All we need to do is make it to the next election. The global tax mod is basically broken, so there's not really a reason to have it below 30%. Okay, I'll just go to 30% then. That's fine. Thank you for the tip. Fantastic. 30%. Is it? I think that's the free money trick, right? I thought they patched that out, but oh, okay. People were using it in multiplayer, so you can still tax drugs when they are illegal. I don't know how that works. How do you tax something which is illegal? Okay, so let's look at our research categories. Strategic weapons are already like insane, so I don't need those. Naval, I think we're already superior by a long... I basically just think ground is the main thing. Ground and air, I would say, in this case. And naval even a little bit less, because our naval capacity is so good, we can usually just take on everyone else in the world at the same time. I've done it. It was difficult, but I did it. Okay, they hard capped the tax mod at 30%, but you used to be able to put it to 100%. So you could tax each resource 100%, then tax an extra 100% on top of it, because that makes sense, yeah. there's definitely some problems with this game. By the way, let's go to Empire, see our allies. We notice we have more, but I'm kind of sad that they don't include Japan as an ally here. And they usually don't accept my alliance request right away. Let's go economic partnership with them, and let's add South Korea. Actually, I don't want this to be economic partnership. I want it to be an alliance. Let's see if they go for it. No. Why do you hate me? Why? A message here. Oh, I'm asked to join economic aid. Oh, okay, by the way, there's a new ruler in town here. This 17... Let's look at this 17 billion that we're spending on a bunch of things. So... population is turning on me. Fantastic. Delete. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, Canada. I'm not going to fund you. In fact, I'm getting out. We're getting out. We're going to... No, not trade. I will go to that in a second, but I want treaties. Economic partnerships are good. Alliances are good. Cultural exchange, fine. I'm going to get rid of a few things. Notably, economic embargo. Don't care about this anymore. And... there's economic aid in here somewhere. I know it's in here somewhere. Cannot hide from me. It's hiding because it knows I'm going to cancel it. What? Did it get canceled already? Huh. Did it get canceled? I must not have been paying attention. It got canceled. I'm sure that you start up with... I'm sure that you start with economic aid to somebody. Did I already cancel it without paying attention? Everybody seems to be limiting the number of children per family, says the derp. Even the Vatican. Very strange. And then again, this is the game being broken. They only produce personnel. So Jamaica is producing 12,000 more people. Poor harvest. This was in Canada. Well, maybe they should have raised their... Okay, wow. Our debt is almost gone. It's pretty quick. Yeah, we might as well take advantage of the trade budget while we can. And one of the weird things is, if you tax exports, imports and exports, that should boost an economy internally for any item you don't have. But I don't know if it works that way. So, if, for example, if it's harder for somebody to import or export to you, let's say cars, that opens up a market for making cars in your country. But for some reason, I don't think that's how it works. Which has always been a little bit... I don't know. I didn't make this economic model, and I think there's actually people have modded it, and I think that it might be useful for me even if I really... Because I love Superpower 2. It's one of my favorite games. It'd be interesting for me to go back and actually... Well, first of all, before I do anything else, let's pause real fast. We got to get a few trades out of the way. People want my technology, and I want to give it to them. Brazil. You want my technology. You want my gun range 3. It costs 77 billion. I will give it to you for give it to you for 60 billion. What do you think about that? You're not a huge fan of it. Let's try it again. What? We can be brought down a little bit. Let's not be like too crazy about this. We'll give it to you for 50 billion. What? Still not. Oh, it's been accepted. Fantastic. So we just got 50 billion. That's nice. Let's go to Brazil again. And you can keep doing this. I won't do it forever, but you can basically keep doing it forever. I could sell territory. That doesn't Seemed to make sense to me. I mean, I haven't even gone to gun range. This is gun range 4 now. Why don't we save like our most precious technology? And we know that they accept 50 billion for this, so it's been accepted. And we could keep going like this all day. Brazil will just buy all our technology. Red is their side of the deal. I got it. So when it goes all the way red, it means that that's good for them. A little bit strange. You'd expect green would mean their chance of success taking it, but it's minor. I just need to flip my brain. Gun damage level 3. Brazil. Take it. Take it for 50. No, let's try 51. Where's the limit, I ask? 51 is acceptable. What else do we have to give? We can give missile range. Oh, I need Brazil selected though, so I know what they actually have. Oh, we have to give them missile range 4. I don't like that. I don't want to give them our best stuff. And they already have missile damage highest. Speed, level 4. I'm not going to give them stealth. They don't have the ability for it anyway. Okay, so land is done. What kind of air stuff can we give them? Gun range again. Oh wow, they really lack this. So 60. Let's give it to them for 42. Refuse. So 42 was too much. Is this entertaining? I mean, if you're me, yes. I enjoy making money by selling gun range level 2 air technology to Brazil for 39, 123 billion dollars. And they accept. I want this to stay popped up though. Anyway. So this is one trick I usually do in my games. What I would do if it was like a not a stream but a real thing is I would just stop the recording, do that to every nation until I'm like super positive in money, and then we'd be fine. It's like the people, like Wargame says, sell to Turkey and the UK. Ethan Mason said I used to get alliances by giving countries technology. Tortuga for president 2020, you can spend money like his Grenada style, just like all other presidents before him. But look at the difference is I have balanced the budget. In like 1 year basically. I mean, look at the people love me. 18% of the people love me. And because we have such a nice budget, I want to decrease this more and more because we have this debt payment of 60 billion, but which is just 10% of our available funds. So as soon as this debt payment goes down, then we can boost like research, foreign aid, all these kind of things. In fact, we can probably boost foreign aid to, I mean, it's so small. Let's just put it slightly positive so that everyone in the world loves me. Although I'm not sure I want that. We want to go to war with everyone eventually. And let's just boost research by a lot. You know what? Let's start just swinging for the fences. Don't need healthcare, sorry. How's our corruption? 18.2. Let's boost it a little bit. And look at that. Even with all that boosting, we're still positive. So I'm just going to keep selling stuff while we wait for things to level off, really. And then we'll go to war with Mexico or something. Because Brazil, I know it's just wonderful that they take all our technology. And they're not going to do anything with it anyway. You know, you can do anything you want because they won't build new technology. So let's just sell this to them for 60. Probably 65. Looks good. Been refused. Try 60. Let's just give them all the best stuff. Who cares? Did I already try 60? I can't remember. It's what? So we're just below the T. It's been accepted. Okay, so just at the T is where it'll be accepted. Very good. Brazil, take all my technology before you research it yourself. Which is probably happening as we speak. So 60 they accept. I was hoping Guillermo would be here, Guilherme, whatever his name is, because he's from Brazil, to watch his... Whoop, had to sneeze. To watch his country buy all my technology. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, Brazil. Please. I know that you'll never use this technology anyway, so I'm just don't care. Just take it all. Now, what I might want to do with this eventually is, population is getting restless. Okay, that's awesome. They're not turning on me anymore. They're just restless. And what are you going to do with this game, right? Because we're not probably going to play this game for long enough to really see everything, you know, the world neutralized into autarky and everything. So what we'll do is probably just go to war with someone. That's what I like to do. Military, get you down here. So this rank, I want to go to our units, now that we have the money for it. Anything which is decent, which I'm just going to judge based on its upkeep, but that's... no. So, this. Are you useful? I think we leave you on the cell block. No, actually, you know what? We're taking everyone. I want to take everything. Everyone is leaving from the sale mode. It's just being used to get some savings on spending. And then we're going to train a whole bunch of troops. We're going to go to war. I don't know with who, but somebody. Okay, they're ready to deploy. Let's deploy them to the capital. Super Cobras, Cayuse, Chinook, Huey, Blackhawk, Harrier, Thunderbolt, Nighthawk, Cobras. We got lots of these things. Should we train them? Oh, this will cost a lot. Yeah, train everyone. Who cares? I don't even know what it does. Besides, it gives them a little chevron, but does it affect their combat effectiveness? In theory? I mean, it must, right? Why would it cost money and do nothing? Just don't know. Train everyone. Okay, everyone in here. Military units. You're all parked, right? Well, guess what? We want you to train as well. If you're not training, you should be. We'll have tier 1 units. I just don't know what effect that even has. It's 1 billion, right? Hey, look at that. It goes up from 286 to 287. I don't care. Train away. Otagani says nukes are awful for killing population due to the mechanics involved, but they're nice for wiping out armies. Superpower 2 doesn't have a nuclear ending. First game stole its ending from Balance of Power anyway. Yeah, so there's a mod, this God 43 mod, that's one I was really looking at, and that's one of the things he did, is he changed nukes to actually really affect things, which makes sense to me. Yeah, and No Name says nukes aren't that strong in this game, if I recall correctly. That's correct. More entertaining than watching nukes flying to kill every city in the world. Balanced budget with no support, says Ethan Mason. That first comment was Josh Street. Derp says become a communist dictatorship and or monarchy. He's really pushing on that too. He keeps telling me to change government. Leandro says Brazil is going to be the second superpower in the world. It'll probably just be bankrupt. Just invest in the nukes, man. Don't worry. Yeah, unfortunately, like we already mentioned, they're not quite as good as maybe they ought to be. So maybe I can come back and stream next week or the week after or something with Superpower 2 modded. I already don't know why I had issues. I hope it wasn't related to this game, the streaming issues I had earlier. So, but yeah, I downloaded the God 43 mod. I got the, let's see, I can pull up my downloads. Should be here. Yeah, God 43 unofficial patch and unofficial STK. Not exactly sure the difference. I just haven't looked at this stuff at all, basically. So let me put these in a new folder. God 43 folder. And maybe I'll get to them. I actually already have, I just went in here and I have a whole bunch. I have Mr. Monday's mod 3.0. Mr. Monday's mod 3.0 no GDP. I have the new units. Golem Labs modding guide. That's probably just a manual for me to read, which I never will. GL editor, which comes with the game, so you can edit the whole database. Anyway, it's interesting, right? The Netherlands will buy your tech too, says Droz JJJ. I'm sure they will. It's just, actually, it's tedious to sit here and continually sell technology. The idea is make a lot of money and then buy territories from Canada so I can connect. I want to buy Ottawa. Is this? No, this is not Ottawa. This is Vancouver. But what territory is this? British Columbia. That's the one. I knew that, by the way. I knew that. So how much Canada? How much is it for us to buy? Oh, our relationships have improved. Fantastic. 89. How much is it? Wait, can you assume my debt? They refused. I'm so sad. But their relationship is over. I thought relationship's over whatever, 80 or whatever. Supposed to mean they just automatically accept my debt. Anyways, so I want to buy all these things too. Let's just buy Cuba or take it over, or Haiti, and you know we'll just force our infrastructure over there as well. Man, we are doing amazing on the budget. We can already like basically go full on and everything. Corruption's going down, so I don't need to increase that. We'll go foreign aid all the way to the top. Tourism. All right, great. Look at that. We're still $1 billion. Wait, $1 trillion in the surplus. All we need to do to save the world is increase personal income tax to 80%. Well, not 80%. I'm not a monster. 79%. Ah, if you click the refusal in the message log. Interesting. Wait, that's this one. Ah, here, view. Yes, I see it. Will not help countries in better shape economically. I see. Any other country can get the U.S. to accept their debt with a good relationship. The U.S. can never get anyone else to do it. That's fine. We don't need it anyway. Our corruption's going down. Our stability, actually, I think, has dropped a little bit, which is sad. Our approval rating is up to 40%, and they said it couldn't be done. That's in 3 months. What a roller coaster. By the way, I have to say, Autogony, thanks so much for dropping into the stream and for all the useful input. I don't know if you've ever been on my Discord, but I'd probably love to see you there too. I'd probably pick your brain about mod usage and stuff like that. I don't know what happened to the economic aid stuff that we were originally the U.S. starts as a part of. I don't know what happened. Resources down to 97%. That's fine. They'll fix themselves eventually. Land. Let's just do this. Like, why not just do it bulk? So let's just do anything we haven't. We'll just do them all in one fell swoop. Want to pause? Oh, look at this. Well, I won't do two in the same category. That doesn't make sense. Oh, we already have that. Speed. Take it. Stealth, you can't, and countermeasures, you can. Take it. Somebody do the math for me. I know that it should be 60 billion per, right? That's what I couldn't get 65, I got 60. So somebody do the 60 times whatever for me. So far it's actually, okay, 60 is pretty easy to multiply. Shouldn't be too bad. 240 right now. Oh god, now it got more complicated. Let's make this one 50, did they accept? I can't remember. Oh man, it's getting more difficult. I don't think I've ever done it this way. They might not accept such a large investment. Okay, well, if we dig 60% of this, trusty calculator, 1115 times 0.6669, we'll make it 660. Can you give us 660? It's a little bit low, so I don't want to do this twice. I do not want to do this twice. Let's get it to them for just 600 flat. Does not look like they're going to do this. I don't want to do it twice. Just give it to them for 550. Man, it does not look like it's going up. Okay, well, let's just go for it. Refused, yeah. I wonder why they... Huh. Mess around with internal laws, that's how you get approval, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so I already did a little bit. Like, English is official, Spanish is legal. Don't really care about this. I just don't really care about this. Like, we can make this illegal and then that'll change everything, but basically we'll have changed our government. Certainly can't be a multi-party democracy with only one party. Ask Cuba. I really want research. Let's... Okay, you know what? Let's just make... No, I don't want to make really great nukes. We already have pretty good ones. And what's this? We're a little bit ahead in precision. That's fine. I'll just leave it. I'm going to leave this. Let's leave it. Let's leave everything. And just move the game forward. Otagony says, I've mostly been trawling through old Rule Waves videos, but played a ton of this game back in my day. My mod knowledge is basically now. I see. Well... It's been nice to get your vanilla knowledge. Outlaw atheism, says the derp. Is that even a possibility? Strange that atheism isn't a religion. None. Oh, that's atheism. Yeah. That's interesting. We can make other illegal, which seems strange. Anything that's not one of these other ones, one of the existing ones is illegal. I don't know really what's wrong with child labor anyway. Would love to make my younger progeny do work. It doesn't actually give me an update for child labor itself. I don't find the internal laws screen very useful other than to give you that initial boost in approval. And look at our approval is like changing per day. Like by the hour, it's going up. we've done it. I basically think we've won. It's time to start choosing our enemy. Who will our enemy be? Let's first see who doesn't like us. Oh, I see who our enemy is gonna be. Ah. How do we make... This is Iran, I think? Or is it Iraq? Iraq. Oh, this is just cliche. Quick treaty. There we go. Economic embargo. And don't mess with us. So everyone else likes us, but Iraq really doesn't. So I wish I could see the reason why they refused this. Can I redo it? Okay, remove this and get just take less money. Whatever. Well, let's just do as we did. 2001. It's time to go. Let's get in there. Let's trade up some more people. We're gonna face a lot of ground forces, I believe. So let's get some infantry. Let's have them at... Oh, I think we have to make them normal first. Yeah, okay, 50,000, 500,000 seems about right. You only cost 2.5 billion. Let's do it fast. Yeah, that took half the number of days and some amount of money more, but who cares? We're the United States, right? Just make people. Make people for me. Now, our production capacity is still not used up, so we can... Let's design a vehicle. Always my favorite part of the game was designing something. So we can look at the existing designs as well. Like, what does the M3 Bradley look like? It should be amazing. It actually has a missile. I don't know why it won't let us have missiles on infantry vehicles. But okay. What about an air defense? Seems like it'd be really useful. Probably not. Now, there's a way... How do you zoom in and out? I can't remember. Like, double mouse click? No. Middle mouse? No. Left? Oh, is it left and right? Up, down? WASD? Oh god! I think I've entered nuclear mode. Abort! It's a mistake. I had my hand on the red button on accident. It's all better now. Nothing to fear. Yeah, I want to go into air defense. And we're going to make a new design. How do you zoom in and out here, though? There was a way, I'm sure of it. Oh, is it plus and minus? You have to do it somewhere. Huh. So, what do we want to make? Use my 1,295 Shermans as the vanguard. Well, I mean, you might as well, right? Because they're kind of useless in the long term, in the grand scheme of things. We could just make like a really dirt cheap unit and make a ton of them. See, for some reason I have this idea that the game actually kind of rewards that. I want to make a really fast unit that'll just run up to the front and absorb damage. Let's make it a... I think it should be an infantry vehicle. So let's give it good gun range. Okay, it's at 500,000 to build it if it has nothing on it. That's not... doesn't seem right. How do I zoom out? How do I zoom out? There's a way you can do it. I know it. Ah. There's definitely hotkeys in this game, but there's a way to do it. Alright, well, let's think. Infantry, vehicle, maximum speed, and maximum armor is really what I want. I want this thing just to absorb damage. In fact, it's fast enough. Let's keep it really cheap. 1 for sensors. Doesn't cost that much to get 2, right? Okay, good. I like this. 1.3, call it 1.4 million. Yeah, surprisingly not. What? That's as far as it goes then. Huh. That's absurd. It should definitely go out, zoom out further. Can't even see it. So the mouse wheel does work on unknown local, but I guess I was only doing out and it won't zoom out any further. Okay, well. That explains that. So what do we call our vehicle? This is the Tortuga, obviously. Mark 1. We'll do it with the Roman numerals. The Tortuga Mark 1 is going to be green, like a turtle. Beautiful. And this is not, come on guys, this is not, we are not looking like this. That is hideous. And this is why I would like to zoom out a little bit, but that's okay. Kind of looks turtle-ish. Let's go with it. Do we want tracks? Of course we want tracks. I think. Ooh, I can have a mix. Or this. It's a fast vehicle, so I think it's got maybe a half track. Just wheels? Lots of wheels? Okay, I'm gonna go with the mix. Or 8. These are the 2. This looks more like a turtle to me. Okay, we're gonna confirm. Tortuga Mark 1. Hooray! Now we will build 1 million of them. Notice it's just named the Tortuga Mark 1. It has no number designation. Doesn't matter. Let's build not 500,000 of them, maybe 5,000 of them. Seems reasonable. Build. Good. Still have some production capacity left over. I also want I think I'm gonna get an attack helicopter, which will also just absorb everything else, hopefully. They die so quickly though, that's the thing. But I think attack helicopter is what I want. I just want something with armor. Like 1 for everything else. Doesn't need stealth at all. So I want it to be targeted. 5 for speed. I mean, it can have a 1 on everything so that it improves its ability to survive. But, I mean, to kill something while it's just so cheap. Like, what's the difference between 0 and 1? 35,000? We don't care. It's only 35 to get the next tier. Let's just do 2 for everything. You see that? We just got another tier of technology. It's pretty awesome. Don't want stealth though. I guess I need countermeasures pretty high though. And 2 for that. Okay, great. This is the AH-99 tortoise. It's gonna look, yes, no, maybe this, yes, 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 and green of course. Ooh, 2 different greens. This one's more greeny, Or should I go brown? I mean, turtles are also brown. Let's go green. That way I can quickly find my units. And this is how much? How much did you cost? Only 6 million. Not bad. Oh, okay. We have some comments. Fast on road or off road? Yeah, so that's the interesting thing. Finish Jaeger said go with the wheels. I chose not to. I remember my experiments with late tech. Max range artillery just kills everything without casualties. Because range advantage allows to attack earlier. Yeah, I'm guessing that that's the case. You're right. But this is going to be my unit to absorb damage. That's the main thing. The tortoises and the tortugas of the world are just there to absorb other people's punishment. So we will build them. And we will build 5,000 of them. That seems like probably too many. Let's go with 500. By the way, in the meantime, we became positive in every metric, so we no longer have debt. We much have maxed out everything. Our corruption is down, so our government spending is probably overkill still. Yeah, we basically won the game. Now that's why we have to go to war. We have nothing else. Look at the whole world loves us. Everyone loves us. People have 100% relationship with us. Okay, so 98, 98, 86. It's pretty good. We will turn against them. You know what? This cannot happen. North Korea, you've wronged me for the last time. Embargo. Weapons trade embargo. Confirm. Weapons trade embargo with Iraq. And the last thing I want to do with my money is attempt to buy British Columbia from Canada. They've owed it to us for a long time. Canada, it's only fair. It's only going to cost $119 trillion. Woo! 119 trillion. That's a pretty penny. That's a lot of money. We'll give them technology, though. We'll give you technology. Technology that you can only dream of. Stuff that I'm surprised you don't already have, frankly. We can do it. Team, we can do it. We don't just want this, we need this. No, go back and give them level 5. Who cares? It's expensive. Start eating into this devastating amount of cash I'm supposed to give them. It's slowly getting there. Oh my gosh, I thought the thing crashed again. It didn't, thankfully. We're gonna do this. We can do this. I'm confident. It's gonna take a lot of, technology. Basically, here's access to our entire arsenal of stuff. Everyone has missile precision 4. I wonder why that's considered technology for everyone else. And payload. Why do they all have payload? Actually, does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Payload would basically be like miniaturization, I think. Okay, we're at 2.125 and they only need us to go, oh god, we barely even scratched the surface. We're at 2 out of 119. Okay, go on to Naval. It's gonna help, still, somehow. It all adds up. And then, I don't know what will happen. It may crash the game if we accept this. Because I'm willing to throw money at the problem until they want to give us this thing. Let me just see. Sells all tech to Canada. Canada uses it to get British Columbia back later. Yeah, well, they don't, though. They don't build anything. They're stupid. They are stupid. Missile precision. Missile damage. Missile payload. Speed. Stealth. Oh god, they don't have any stealth. Countermeasures. Armor. Sensors. This is not going to be enough money. Okay, we will also give you... We will give you Puerto Rico. We don't care about Puerto Rico. It's better in Canadian hands anyway. Wait, what do you mean Puerto Rico doesn't show up? We have the Northern Mariana Islands? What? It's not worth very much, is it? Where's Puerto Rico? Okay, we'll give you the Northern Mariana. Nah, I'm not going to give you the Northern Mariana. Yeah, forget it. Forget it. Puerto Rico or nothing. Where's Puerto Rico? They have weird things like Aguadilla. Aguadilla or Aguadilla? Guantanamo Bay? Guyama? It might be multiple parts. The derp says give them Jersey. It won't be missed. You know, we have a lot of territory, more than I expected. I think that this is, you know what, if Canada won't sell us this, we go to war. I've done this before, by the way. It doesn't quite work out how you expect. Everybody in the world goes to war with you. So that's, you know, on the plus side. Okay, everyone's done training. Deploy to capital. Oh, you can shift select here. You just can't do shift select in the other screen, which is frustrating. Deploy to capital. Deploy to capital. And this one I have to manually do myself. Deploy you basically to the capital. The hell? You better be able to get out of there. Yeah, you can. Wait. Okay, good. I thought it was stuck in there. Very good. Successful. Now, you can fortify in the water. Why not? Get ready, they're coming. Activate. They are our allies currently, so we're going through their territory. Little do they know, we're just scouting ahead. Okay, get this out of here. I don't need to see this anymore. Detroit, where the battle happens. So I will fortify, but we'll probably end up attacking them. Whew. Okay, I need to get a drink real fast. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. And we're back. Okay, so Canada. The problem with this Canada invasion system is that a lot of other people are not going to like the fact that we end up doing this. So do we have enough forces yet? Let's research missile defense. We might end up needing it. Okay, so we have 0% production capacity. That's sad. He didn't even build a naval ship. I forgot to build a naval ship. Shoot. So let's design a... What should it be? I think it should be a frigate. And we'll just give it kind of basic stats, as we already saw. High speed, though. High countermeasures, high armor, and that. 110 million for this thing, but it's just basically supposed to be the turtle again. And do we have frigates? We do. We don't have corvettes. We do, but I don't think we have any built. So let's make this a corvette. Can I do that without... It does cancel everything. Great. Speed, countermeasures, armor, etc. Great. Not much cheaper, but something. Okay. Green. Doesn't change anything. You've lied to me. So make you green anyway. And then let's change the type to something... I don't know what. Oh, we can zoom out a little bit. That's nice. It's kind of big and bulky. Let's choose that. Unit name will be the Tortuguet class. Confirm. High speed because we all know turtles and tortoises are quick as hell, says unknown local. We're ignoring this. We're definitely ignoring this. Yeah, that's a good point. Can we build any? We'd have 0% construction, production, whatever. That's fine. We'll get it eventually. Oh, there's no dash. Damn it. Whatever. 500 of these would be great. Actually, I'll settle for 200. These are medium priority. Oh, we just finished, so that was like perfect timing. Just as we needed. Israel has just taken territory in Syria? Whoa, there's some battles going on. Why weren't we invited into this? Syria versus Israel. The war has begun. Can we get involved in this? Yeah. Yeah, we can get involved in this. Alright, let's do it. Move out. No, I think I really just want to attack Canada. Alright, this is going to be the end of the stream, basically. That as soon as this happens, we're very quickly here going to be in a world of hurt. We should go to my... Can I do D for deploy? Yes. Good. So let's train these once. Train these. Let's train whoever is here. Good. So the rest will be produced normal, but we'll take whoever is there already. Maybe we'll get a few more Tortuguet classes. A couple more, maybe 10. We'll train them. Nah, we're just going to go with 9. Deploy them, and then we'll be ready. We'll be ready for Canada. We don't have our missile defense ready yet. That's fine. Who cares? Government, corruption's already down. Healthcare, well, we might as well increase it because we have money to blow on anything anyway. Now, eventually this trade will continue to fall. So right now it's at, 1. It was at 1.7 at some point. It's already down to 1. So this will continue to decrease. But the good news is we can see that even 1.9 in this is going to probably cover our expenses if I cut back on some stuff that we don't need as much. Government, foreign aid, I'm going a little bit ridiculous here. Research, we definitely want that pumped all the way max. In fact, I'm kind of upset that you can't just pump more money into research. The US literally spends tons of money on military research, so. Okay, well, is everyone here? We're all ready? Not quite, but we'll have some backup people, basically. Oh, we need artillery. That was the one thing we needed. Artillery gun. What do they have? The 203 millimeter. No, we're gonna do a new design, all right. Artillery gun. The 203 millimeter M1000 TT for Tortuga. Gun range, I can only give it this much. We'll give it lots of damage, lots of precision. Doesn't really need much for this, and 3 for sensors. I think that seems good to me. What are the characteristics of this? Like, what is good here? What's considered good? This is 1.5, and it has a little more armor. I could do a little bit of armor. It doesn't affect much. Okay, let's give it better sensors so it can. I think that's for detecting stuff. The world hates you a little more now. I didn't do anything. This looks good to me, though. Yeah, let's confirm this. Let's use a different design, though. Ooh, I like that. That looks powerful. That is hideous. Looks kind of like a Vespa. The old Vespa. Sir, this is artillery. Give me artillery-looking stuff. Yeah, that's artillery-looking stuff. This is nice. Ah, I like that. Probably they actually would need tracks, though. It's just such a big gun. Okay, this is the one we're settling on, unless this one's bigger, which it is. Yes, this is it. This is the 203mm 1000 and 1000 TT. Great. We'll take it in green. No, we'll take this one in brown. Turtle brown. What is turtle brown? Yeah, that's good enough. And build them. We can buy too? Oh, what do we have on the market that's worth buying? Let's buy some stuff. Gets it gets it out of our enemy's hands. So Belarus is producing this. Kenya. Belarus is actually selling quite a lot, huh? I think we should just start buying everything. If it's Belarus, I'll take it. Cambodia. These are probably crap. If good speed, that's enough for me. We'll take it. It should be like a sign to the world that the US is starting to buy foreign stuff. Bosnia. This is really terrible. Well, you can keep that one. This one's alright. China? Oh, we're not buying from China. No way. That would be very un-American. Ukraine. We should help Ukraine out. This is such crap. Can't bring myself to do it. These are only infantry vehicles we're looking at. Ooh, that's a lot of armor. Eritrea. I will take it. Basically Ethiopia. China. Poland. Oh, Poland's selling something. That's probably a good unit. It is. We'll buy it. Look at the available money we have. We just have so much money to throw at whatever problem we want. Sri Lanka. I want the Sri Lanka stuff. I have a good personal friend who's from Sri Lanka. BMP1. We'll take it. Finland. Finland? Huh? Finland? Nicaragua is selling military stuff? Okay, we'll buy it. You can buy everything. We'll take this. Ukraine. Djibouti is selling something. We have to buy it. It's Djibouti. Can't ignore the cry of the Djibouti. Russia's selling something. We won't be buying from Russia either. Egypt. Well, that kind of takes away from a potential enemy. I like the armor on these things, the M113s. Egypt. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, some really terrible Finnish stuff. Netherlands, yeah, we'll take that. BMP2 should be decent. Togo, sure, take that. Mali selling some terrible stuff. Iran, we're probably not going to buy from Iran. Romania, sure, we'll buy from Romania. Israel, we'll take that. Jordan, we'll take that. Switzerland, absolutely. Okay, we probably have enough vehicles. Let's go to air defense. The Shulkas, awesome. Afghanistan, definitely, we'll take that. Angola, these are really crap. These are decent. Vietnam is selling something, huh? Wow, some really good stuff. I'll take it. Can't wait to look at all the goodies we've got. China, Angola, Bahrain. It's missile, but it's pretty terrible. This one's alright. Doesn't have sensors though, so you know what? Forget it. This one has something. Brazil's selling something. We'll buy it. Poor Brazil. We took so much of their money. Yeah, I wish these things had more sensors. That's Ethan Mason says the real M113s have almost no armor and it's all aluminum. I was looking at that and a little perplexed. I had the same idea. Like, why? Okay, whatever. Take this from Iran. No, we won't. Romania. Yeah, buy that. We'll buy this from Croatia. Cuba's selling something? Probably not. Just because I don't think they have anything worth buying. Denmark is selling something worthless. The Shulka, I'm surprised it's not better. We'll buy it. Another one, we'll buy it. I mean, all this is just not in fact impacting our budget, and this is what you can do when you are Uncle Sam. The Roland should be good. It is not. Maybe this is the old Roland, the original. Spain, we'll buy it. Okay, whatever. We're just not going to go through every single thing here. It's impossible. Mobile launcher, don't think it's extremely important, but Ukraine will buy it. Scuds, just buy it as well. Lots of interesting things. Israel, Belarus, Poland, Bulgaria, Burundi. No, I'm sorry, China. Tajikistan, sure. N51, huh? Looks crappy. It's actually less crappy in some ways than some of the other stuff I've been buying, but whatever. Okay, this we'll take from Thailand. Take this. Okay, moving on. Let's get tanks. What kind of tanks? Oh my god, there's so many tanks. Oh, these are artillery guns. Shoot. I skipped tanks. There's so much of everything. Alright, so who is selling these? Egypt. Selling some old M60A3s. We'll buy them. There's Israel selling a bunch of those as well. We'll take that. They didn't make it that bad. Look at the... It's an M3A1 Stuart. What the heck is this thing doing in... Oh my goodness. Buys 1960s BM21 grads. Yep. I just bought from North Korea. That was a mistake. I probably can't bring myself to buy those Stuarts though. Iraq. Interesting. I think I will buy from Iraq. It's gonna get it out of their hands. cheap. Take those. They actually have some. They have Hellcats in here. The Hellcat. Interesting. Very interesting units. The tanks should have some kind of... Oh, Finland. We'll buy from Finland. I like these T-55s, actually. I think that they're... could serve us very well. The Merkavas I absolutely will buy. T-54s. Yeah, I'll buy those as well. Not buying from North Korea again. Sure, I'll take the Type 59s. Poland, yes. And Romania, yes. I thought I was almost done, but apparently not. These are supposed to be decent. Huh. Guess not. Take these from Ukraine. Alright, what do we have going on? We have like a ton of units now. So many. Just train all of them. $4 billion to do it. Deploy to capital. Okay, train these. Deploy these. Time am I moving at? Oh my god. Moving pretty quick. So go merge with this. And deploy to capital. Merge. Now what we should have is an unstoppable fighting force, but the way the combat works, you'll see it just doesn't work that way. Merge. Okay, we should be able to deploy our navy now. 9 of them at least. I think that's still gonna be acceptable. Wait for these guys to deploy. They're all starting production of personnel. They know the end times are coming. This is like the worst possible Red 4 mixed deck. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of Wargame Red Dragon lately, so here we go. Canada, can I make a demand? Oops, did it. We did it. What are you doing? No, don't do that. Go fortify. Okay, fortify where you are. Good. Everyone in the world's mad at us. That's a lot of mad. Okay, attack. Attack. Should we stay fortified? Or should I attack? I cannot see their damn unit. This game. I cannot. They're camouflaged by my whatever. Attack. Alright, here we go. Ooh, our first battle. Alright. We're currently up against Poland. No, I just bought a lot of this stuff. So now the trick you have to do is like correctly manipulate people backwards and forwards. So right here, that's my attack helicopters, ASW. Let's pull them. I need to click that to pull them back. You know, you have to actually micromanage this stuff. These are my 9 Tortuguets. Let's just pull back to everyone. Let them come to us. Let's move this guy forward a little bit more. Okay, let's just go in with everyone. I don't know how this is going to work. Basically, I don't think it works the way you hope, that there's any kind of sense to it. But as long as the Corvettes are going first, these are supposed to go first. You can see that it's everyone. It literally is everyone in the world against us. Okay, fine. Can we at least defeat the Detroit infantry? How many units will we lose in this battle? This is the interesting thing to me. I think we lost a fighter craft. Pull them back. We should not be losing fighter craft in this. They don't even have any fighter craft. Like, this is what I mean. What here... They have air defense, I guess, but what here would kill my fighter craft? And it's bugged. We can't even see what's going on. Okay, let's, what do we do? Surface assault. That changes the attack submarines out? No, let's just do full assault. Are we winning? I don't know. ASW submarines should be... ASW helicopters should be defeating their submarines. We have some kind of message. Oh, we've taken military control of... that's amazing. Fantastic. Occupy territory. Great. Occupy all their territory. So what, in the end, we need is Navy, surprisingly. Can we buy, is there any Navy we can buy? We'll take any kind of Navy, anything out there. We'll take it. We'll take it. Frigates? Yeah, we'll take those too. From Chile, Brazil. Some people aren't mad enough at us yet, which is fantastic. Peru. Even now, we're still discriminating slightly. Attack submarines. Yes, we'll take these as well. Buy. No. Yes. Yes. Good. Now we need to build more... What? You know what? We need a new design is what we need. Let's slow this game down a bit too. Oh, wow. 103 patrol craft to my 74. It's actually an even fight. Oh, this is a new battle. It's 73 aircraft carriers to my 17. Holy cow. Okay, we're probably going to lose this. 578 to 412. This is a battle. This is definitely a battle. So the war going on is the United States versus everyone in the world. No, NATO. I think it's everyone in NATO. So we've taken over the territory as far as I know. We sent one infantryman. One lone guy is enough to take over the entire... Where the hell is are my forces? There's more than one here. Great. Anyways, let's see how this goes. This is kind of interesting, right? Ah, shoot. I lost the... There it is. Got it back. Okay, here we go. Who's leading the charge? ASW helicopters? Kind of makes sense. Depends on what's leading the charge. ASW helicopters. So pull those back. We want ASW helicopters fighting against each other. And we also want to start training everything here. Actually, you know what? We don't need to train anything but the Tortuguettes. Just deploy the rest of this garbage right into the fray. Okay, well, it'll merge as soon as it can. 3. Try that again. They only have 7 carriers. What? What the heck is going on? I need to see the battle. I need to see what's going on. Come on, game. There we go. Got it. Okay. So I don't know where I came up with the number that they had. 70. It's 73 subs. Got it. Thank you. 73 subs, but aircraft carriers is only 9. So this is an even fight for us. We definitely hold the advantage. What is pulling back here? Oh, ballistic missile submarines. Yeah, probably they don't need to get very into the fight. Well, I would like to kill their attack submarines. We have taken out a lot of their... This is amazing. We will be the most powerful navy in the world after this. Watch our number, which was at basically 1,000. We'll see how it goes. By the way, soldiers were now 2 in the world. I guess China still has more than us. Bastards. We'll go after them next. You're next, China. Just you watch. Oceanic battle. We've actually eliminated a lot of the fleets. A lot of the navies that were participating have already lost their units. So this is looking good for us. And this is our main force. Very good. So military control, we now control. I want to annex. Yes. Yes. Wait. Victorious. Phew. Oh, so they lost 265, we lost 24. Now, unfortunately, I can't see the exact result. Oh, and this is a different one. So this is actually the second battle. Okay, there it changed, so now we should have it. Good. So we should be just annihilating them then. They're almost dead. We do need these. Where are their attack submarines? Okay, pull these guys back for a little bit. Who's in front? Where are my... Yes, my two corvettes. They haven't even lost one yet. That's still a lot of attack submarines, but they're apparently in the back. Patrol craft, then we have destroyers, then corvettes, then aircraft carriers. Those are kind of near the front. We're losing a few ASWs, and I think that those will be useful against other nations. Probably have more submarines than, you know, these. I wonder how you make peace, though. And who's the second one coming in here? Oh, my patrol craft. Yeah, we can just get rid of the patrol craft, in my opinion. Speed this battle up a little bit. Let's pull back our corvettes. Let's let our patrol craft die. I don't even know what those are. Our corvettes are kind of cutting edge, so I'd rather get like everything else killed off. Not my aircraft carriers. Well, yeah, okay, even them. Take everything. Merge the fleets. Okay, yeah, we do have the ability to merge the fleets now. Can you go into that battle? How about that? Oh, it did. Good. I can't remember if they're corvettes or frigates. Did I make them as corvettes or frigates? There's only a few, maybe. Can't see the battle anyways. Let's try to... There, got it. Some weird graphical stuff. They're down to only 2 aircraft carriers. Let's get our ASW helicopters back in there now that the attack submarines are threatening. Who is in the very front here? This must be my patrol craft, yeah. What do we even have? What does patrol craft even mean? Patrol craft. Cyclone and islands. They're alright. Oh yeah, let them die. Let them die. We'll make better ones. Training progress. Good question. Well, we have 22 that are ready. We have plenty of ground forces, which are just all ready to go. No, almost. I don't have any air. What is this? One, who, what the heck? One patrol craft, are you kidding me? Anyways, let's see how this is going, because we should be getting towards the end of this. We are losing all those patrol craft, but they are absorbing all the damage, I think. Let's get these corvettes in there now. Should be frigates next. What is it? Who's next? Attack submarines? Yeah, we can lose some of those. I do wish that it would separate by unit. What I'll probably have to do this next time. So use ground forces to occupy countries. I already did, I thought. Okay, I guess I can do this. Oh, I'm not going to be able to occupy this, but should we go... See, I did annex. Let's annex something else. Okay, if country on side A has military control of regions that belong to side B, the country on side A will gain political control of those regions after a delay of 6 months. Annexation is void for regions in which the military control changes before the end of the 6 months delay, and for all regions that share a border with the affected regions. Got it. So we will annex Canada very soon. Okay, yay, hooray. Yeah, so they're saying my ground troops, No Name's saying my ground troops aren't doing anything right now. It's true. I'm not exactly sure where I should go with them, though. And by the way, does Mexico hate us? No, they may dislike us a lot, but they're not at war with us. They're not so crazy. Canada's about to be annexed by, yep. The people love me. 74% because I'm taking over Canada. And what do you know? Gained control of 11 regions. And this battle, I think it's coming to an end. Looks like it's all over but the crying now. They don't have any of their main fleets left. We lost most of our patrol craft, which is, in my opinion, good. Didn't lose a single aircraft carrier. Looks like we have most of our destroyers too, if I'm not mistaken. I think the most of the craft we lost were maybe a couple corvettes and a frigate. Tons of patrol craft, a couple corvettes, and maybe a frigate or two. They want to know who I'm at war with. I have to leave this battle to do it. Who's left? So we just defeated the combined... Oh, India and Pakistan are at war with each other now. That's exciting. And India's losing? What? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. No, India's gonna win that. Pakistan has just nuked India. Oh my gosh. And in the most populous nation in the world, well, second. One of the most populous nations in the world, the nuclear attack have only killed, I mean, I say only, this is still a lot, but 315,000. The population's in the billions, and they killed like, I don't know how you could, you almost couldn't strike with a nuke and kill anything less. Okay, now this is what I want to do. I want to pause real fast. I want to let, what force is this? It's 2 patrol craft. I'm not going to be able to bother with that. I'm so sorry. But after this, I think I'm going to deploy only like the units I want to get killed. And then we'll have, well, I guess it's really all of them. So they want war too. They're not giving up. Once we annex Canada, you know, we're just gonna keep rolling. And I think we will go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and move in. We can spare the 1 infantry. Let's go in. Oh, do I have the thing? Does it require you to... Yes, I think it does. Okay, move. Here. Move. Here. And then when this gets there, I think we'll be able to navally invade. Oh yeah, let's view these battles by the way as well. So Canada and Turkey combined forces and they lost all 3. There's no partial damage too. You just win. And this was the big one. Almost 1,000 naval units. We're probably number 1 by leaps and bounds now. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so we should have a destination to our target now, I think. No? How do I get there? Oh, they did it. They're doing it. It worked. No. That's somebody building ships to attack me. Okay, fine. I don't want to stop in the middle, just move here. Do that? How do I get them to move? Maybe I can't be in a battle? What kind of battle is this? Is another stupid one? Yeah, another few patrol craft. Let's look at the biggest navies in the world. Yeah, unknown local says you can't move. Oh yeah, you can't move. There is an enemy ship within about 200 kilometers. Now, there was a mod I used for this, but maybe this is actually instituted in the game in general now. So we killed another 9 ships. Fine. That's okay. Now can we go? Ah, we can move. Get there before... Hurry up and cross before this battle begins. Maybe it'll let us do it anyway. I don't think the game is not perfectly coded, so I think this is going to work. Go, go, go. It worked. Fantastic. So why is our stability so low? Is it just because we had a land battle on our side? Whenever a battle takes place on its territory and when it's the target of nuclear attack. Okay, so we should eventually restore stability. Because we have, like, everything we need. Maxed. We'll max healthcare because why not? Everything is maxed. And we only have a bonus of like 200. Oh, did they pause? Nope, they're just gonna take a while to get there. Woo, we're getting there. Just slowly doing it. So are they building patrol craft? I don't really fully understand if they're building those or... By the way, economic embargo is now active. Are you embargoing me? How dare you? I would like to see. Slow down the game for a second. Can I view this? Let's look at treaties. Maybe I can see something. How can I give you economic aid if... Ah, yeah. So look at this. They're embargoing me. I'm going to leave this. I want to leave their... I do not want to be embargoed by Congo. We're embargoed by most of the world. It's fine. We're still part of a lot of cultural exchanges, noble causes. The people love us. Looks like Ireland or Italy in there. So we've won another against Danish forces, against German forces. Another battle against Italian. Come on, get there, troops. It's gonna take them, what is this, days to cross? It's a lot of days. We're getting there though. We're gonna do it. Mexico comes in and backstabs us, so I won't be happy. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's the battle. So this will be another interesting fight. I probably should also upgrade my security while I'm thinking about it. Let's just create some new cells. CIA-01. Elite. Confirm. CIA-02. Confirm. CIA-03. Elite. Confirm. Just to protect myself a little better. Alright, let's see what happens here. So what got there first? Is it my fighter? Yeah, it's my fighter credit. Get back. I forgot to do it, but after this I'm going to actually pull out any of my weaker forces and just let my like meat shield people get in there. We'll see if we can win with our second-rate army. Tagani says I shouldn't be complaining, essentially. He says, getting the army, entire army, Air Force, and Marine Corps across the Atlantic in 2 months is pretty good. I left about 10 people behind, so let's not forget that. Okay, so I lost quite a few. Look at it, 11,000 vehicles. And 100 probably of those fighters. Alright, so let's do this now. And another fight I see. First of all, let's occupy territory. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. Just fortify. What the heck's going on? Oh, we need to get to this. Okay, well, can you bombard this? What are you doing? Oh, you're fortifying. Unknown local says, no man left behind equals 11 people in Canada in the wasteland. And look at they actually have a force. What is this? What is this? Oh, the Canadians, they have stranded an army. Okay, go attack. Let's do it. Then we can occupy this territory. Damn it, we have another one to go to. Okay, don't even send in, just ground attack. Don't even send in the air. Also don't send in the attack helicopters, please. There we go. Didn't lose anybody. Why do we have 2 units? Ah, the occupation. Okay, let's move up here then. And we'll attack that, and then I think we can actually... Oh god, that's Danish. Okay, well, whatever. Occupy this territory. Oh. We already have. Okay, well, let's annex whatever. Just keep the train rolling. Cannot go there yet. No, we can. Woo! Oh, hey, look. We own the Canada. Okay, so we own Canada now. It's long overdue, if you ask me. Canada still exists, but it is just this island. It's just... Prince Edward Island is all that remains of Canada. And we will leave that as a reminder not to mess with us. Peacekeeper or Minuteman? Let's actually take a look at these designs. Peacekeeper, pretty good. Pretty good. Minuteman, pretty good. We need the Tortuga ballistic missile. The Tortipus. Tortipus missile does not care what you think. Yes. Green. Doesn't matter. Yes. Oh, one that actually comes in green. Yes, that's the one we're choosing. Okay, 33 million, but it's worth it. My God, it's worth it. A tortipus. We will build it. A spec new Newfoundland. Ah, we found another one, huh? Okay, fast. Always fast, because we want these things. We will build 2,000 of them. Because we don't care. That was actually really expensive. It'll take a long time, but who cares? Not us. So, do we go after? I mean, this is the part where I think we need to be a little bit more cautious. Let's move back to Washington area-ish. Who cares? Just move here, and then I'm gonna. Okay, you know what? No, just cancel that order. Like, stop bombarding. Move. Good. And then I want to pull these troops out. Anybody who's reasonable, like, okay, these guys, definitely deploy them. So go to deploy. Let's not take the other stuff. And if I have my Tortugas in here, I'll pull them out as well. I don't think they are. Okay, so all this stuff will deploy to capital. We'll leave my troops, the brave American men and women, leave them. Now, I want to go and evade, so we'll do this just like I've seen it done before in history. Why can I not go there? Move here. Move here. Wait. Go. Go, move there. It's my territory. What are you doing? Please move. What is it trying to say? Okay, we won a lot of these, right? But they're all just going to be really simple, like, coast battle. I mean, we won the big war. Lost control of a region. Which one? Gibraltar? Gibraltar. Ah, that's where they went. Yeah, that was not good for them. Everyone's... I think we're probably more people against us now. No, it's basically the same people. Oh, yeah, Denmark is... we declared war on Denmark on accident. That was a mistake. I guess we also declared war on the United Kingdom at some point. That was also not exactly intentional. Look at it. If you're in a war against me, I consider it... Wait a second. Did I annex them? No, they're not part of my home. Everyone loves me. Everyone loves me. Oh yeah, I see. Newfoundland. What is this? Is this part of St. Edward's Island? Do they consider it? It's not showing up as anything. I don't know how to get these guys off this island. Ah, we did it. Yes! Hooray! So, once these guys are deployed, they should be able to just... I should be able to move them back home, too. Turn on Empire View Mode. Why, you don't want to see everyone hating me? Okay. Beautiful. We are now the truly united states of North America. Except for we need Mexico too, but I don't want to declare war on them yet because then I have to move back down there. Oh, so somebody attacked me. Great. France and... It must be building new ships. So I guess they just build patrol ships, huh? So let's merge. And... merge. Be attacked again. Let me see if I can do it from here. So, if you are a reasonably valuable unit, you will be spared further combat for the moment. The Seahawks are probably in this category. Interesting. You know what? They're honestly both the same. It's ASW helicopters. I'll get better ones. Forget about those. Okay, so air defense. Chaparrals, Hawks. No, not really. I don't really care about any of these so far. Most of these are like the crap that I bought. The only ones that were even decent was like the Chaparral, which makes sense. The Hawk should be really good. I think it's the current state of the art for the US. Oh no, this is it. Okay, so let's sell this one. Yeah, and then take it off sale so it's just ready to deploy. We'll just spare it from being attacked. Now, aircraft carriers, these should all be exactly the same, I think. And you know what? They're not that good. I mean, obviously we can build a better one. Okay, the Invincible class is obviously terrible. Terrible. Come on. It's not... This doesn't, like, account for rolls. Okay, we'll keep our Nimitz class out of the fights for now. And that's probably the only thing we need to keep out of the fight. Everything else can stay. Artillery guns, I don't think we have anything useful in here. Okay, maybe these... No, these are even better. So let's save these. Great. Okay, attack aircraft. What do we have here that we would be interested in keeping? It's pretty well rounded. It's very stealthy. The A-10. I mean, true favorite of mine in a lot of ways, but we're going to keep all those in. Attack helicopters. The Super Cobra can fight. Basically, probably only the... Oh, the Warrior is supposed to be worse? Huh. Apache is definitely good. And then we have the Tortoise. So let's actually sell the Tortoise and we'll keep it around for my own purposes as a meat shield later. Attack submarines. We have the Los Angeles class, which is going to be pretty darn good. A Seawolf class, which should be better. We only have 2 of those, so we'll just sell those. Keep them out of the fight. The Torty-Post ballistic missiles. These guys are ready to deploy, so good. I don't want them to be in the fight. Oh, it's a ballistic missile. Okay, well we have those, but we won't use them yet. We only have one type of SSBN. We'll keep it in there. We only have one type of bomber left. Keep it in there too. The Tortuguet. Should have had a U in there. Tortuguet, I'd imagine. No local says, I now live in the USA apparently. Long live America. I think we want Empire mode on. Stability and corruption. Stability and corruption. Stability's low. Really low. Really low. But that's because there's been battles on home territory, right? Probably I'll keep the Corvettes. Yeah. Oh, I have 142 of them. Let's train these guys so we all are on the same page. And these guys are ready. Let's just keep a few of the Tortuguet classes in there. Destroyers. Ticonderoga is going to be really good. I mean, the Arleigh Burke is better? Or is the Ticonderoga? Okay, so we'll take the Ticonderogas out for now. Spruance classes should be worse. They are better. Sorry, Ticonderoga has higher damage. I prefer the better precision though, actually, so let's take the Spruance out and actually put the Ticonderogas back in. So they're exactly the same because they cost the same, and in this game there's no cheap, basically higher design, higher money. Very simple system. These guys are probably all going to fight. I don't think, I mean, we already apparently lost. Somehow all our Raptors. Is that my daughter in the background? That was. Was not early enough to spare you from her noise. Gonna keep all these in, even though the Oliver Hazard Parry is a pretty decent one. Wouldn't mind keeping some of those. Actually, we can probably retire. Navy is basically a one fight anyway. Okay, so we have 11 personnel somewhere. Those should be merged. Forget about personnel. This is fun to me. I love looking through all this stuff. I don't know about infantry vehicles except for the Tortuga. Let's keep the Tortugas we bought. We only lost one of them so far. We'll keep those out of harm's way for now. And I think the rest I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll just feed the rest into the fuel the fires. Now, which one of these is useful though? One of them might be useful. The Smirch. It's interesting. I don't even know if I know this one. What is the Smirch? Well, let's mainly look at characteristics though. Okay, that's interesting. I think we're going to end up keeping these all. Oh! Yeah, we'll just keep all the mobile launchers in there. Who cares? Patrol craft, keep those in there. Tanks. The only one I'll retire from our service temporarily is the M1A2, which is pretty darn good. Slightly better than the... Yeah, okay, so we'll just retire the M1A2 temporarily. We'll probably lose a lot of the forces that are going into this last one. Transport helicopters. I think we'll take the Blackhawks out and the Sea Stallions out. Sea Stallions are worse speed but better actual guns. We'll just take them both out and we'll see what happens. Okay, and that's it. We're done. So supposedly we have all the units that... Every unit left in here now is a fighting unit. Let's also actually split off these guys. I don't want to disband. Can I haven't tried this yet. Let's see what happens when you sell infantry. Cannot. How do you split, though? You can do it. Split. Good. Great. That's what I wanted to do. Let's get all these guys, all of them. Okay. Split. Enter. Did it. Okay, good. Let's split the other guys. We'll keep a fair amount of personnel in here. We'll just split, I guess, evenly on that. And anything else we want to keep alive? I don't think so. Okay, good. So this is the going to die group. What's in here? These Smirches weren't bad. I think I'll keep those in reserve as well. Okay, so now it should be without Smirches. Yeah. Alright, let's merge this then. Awesome. Okay, good. So we have... So first of all, I'm going to leave this... So we have occupied... Oh God, it's mine. I own Great Britain. This is fantastic. Yeah, we just gained territory, I imagine. Lots of military battles have happened probably in the meantime. 6. Portugal. Turkey. Alright, well let's go in. Let's see what happens when we put a very weak US Army against everyone else. This is the interesting part to me, so we'll see what happens. And then we'll probably call this stream to a close. It's been a while. Our balance is now negative, mind you. So let's go back to that. And what do we want to cut down on? Well, certainly the government a little bit. I think healthcare is not as necessary. Yeah, we can go positive just by cutting back on healthcare a bit. What else? Like maybe foreign aid. I mean, it doesn't look like people are going to like us no matter what. We'll stay positive on that, but just not as positive. Everything else I do want to keep pretty high, though. Okay. Okay, pretty sure we're not going to win this fight. Good luck. Fortify if you can. Belgians were the first ones to join. Alright, here we go. So, we'll see what happens here. Who's leading the charge here? My fighter aircraft. Let's get them back at first. Wow, we just lost 300 in a go. Slow this down a little bit. Attack aircraft will probably be at the front now. I just want to slow them down because I want my... Oh god, we're down to... Bombers are dead, basically. That's a lot of air defense. So just move our main troops in. Okay, attack aircraft and fighter aircraft are to the back. Good. We have infantry, which is slowly moving forward, and artillery guns. Great. So the artillery guns, for example, should not be able to kill helicopters or fighter aircraft or whatever, but I think in this game they still can. It's just a little weird. Are there more people joining? Oh, we've emptied NATO, basically. Wow, so we're going to end up defeating all of NATO with this really very second-rate army. The only thing to do after this is to invade China. Definitely got to invade China then. Because they have a pretty good army. Can't get the stupid thing to focus. There, got it. Okay, yeah, it's definitely over when you only have this left. Losing a few tanks, a few infantry vehicles. Send my attack aircraft in. They should be good against artillery guns. It's crazy though. Second-rate army. Not Russia? Why China and not Russia? Oh yeah, you're right. I think that we can go after Russia next. Let me just occupy all the territory and then move on. We will slowly incorporate the entire world. It will be the United States of Earth. All over but the crying. There it is. Oh my gosh. This is second-rate troops, mind you. Okay. So that sounds like my daughter's ready to go outside. And I did promise her, although she couldn't understand it, a day at the park. So, I'll probably wrap this stream up here. I'll save it, but honestly, this, I think, showcases a lot of the inferiorities with the vanilla game. The AI is just kind of stupid. It doesn't build stuff. They should be able to... Everybody versus the United States. The United States should not win, right? So I'll load up that mod next time, probably. I don't think Russia... Basically, Russia's not going to compare with the entire combined might of NATO. And I just fly swatted NATO out of the way. But that's... Yeah, it was a little too easy. So, anyways, that's going to conclude it. Thanks for everyone who joined. I hope you guys had fun. Superpower 2 is a great game. It's still great, and I think that with the mods, it'll be even better next time, I hope. And if you want to be particularly generous with your time, message Golem Labs and tell them that we're really looking forward to a Superpower 3. Let them know. The people want to know. The people want Superpower 3. So until the next stream or video that you catch with me, thanks for watching and take care.